Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. My name is Maya and today I will be completing the Stay at Home book tag.
I don't want your body, but I hate to think about you with somebody else. Our love is gone cold, you're intertwining your soul with somebody else.
I would love to thank Alicia from Alicia Reads for tagging me. I love being tagged for tags because it's a simple video to do, but it's also a lot of fun, and I think people can hopefully reap some good recommendations from them. With that, let's get started. The first prompt for this tag is Laying in Bed, a book you could read or have read all day. And for this, I am going to have to pick The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. The Joy Luck Club follows 4 mothers and 4 daughters, and the daughters are Asian American and their mothers immigrated from China. And it's all about their stories and their individual experiences and how what happens in one generation corresponds to what happens with the next. It was a really powerful analysis of not only just family dynamic in general, but specifically of mother and daughter relationships, and I found it incredibly touching. And it's beautifully written, so it's very easy to fly through, and Amy Tan's just one of my favorite writers, probably of all time. Number 2 is Snacking, a Guilty Pleasure book. I'm gonna have to say anything and everything Casey West. I read Casey West when I'm in a reading slump because she primarily writes really cheesy rom-coms and cute rom-coms, so I like to pick those up. I would have to say my favorite so far has been Lucky in Love. Lucky in Love follows our main character whose family is struggling. Her parents don't get along, her brother is taking a gap year from college, and she's worried about how she herself is going to pay for college. Her luck changes, however, when on her 18th birthday, she wins the lottery. She wins millions and millions of dollars. And this book is kind of examining how that money and that newfound luck is influencing her relationships. It affects not only her family, but also her friend group, and she's worried it will impact the boy that she likes, named Seth, negatively, so she refrains from telling him, which is probably not the best idea. I pick up this book when I'm down in the dumps or I just need something to make me laugh and smile because it's just cute and it's just fluffy. It's like the fluffy white cloud of books. Netflix, a series you want to start. I'm going to answer this both for books and for shows. I really want to start the Mistborn series. I had the book on hold, the audiobook, for ages, and I finally got it, and I happened to get it at a time when I had like 6 other books checked out, so I didn't have room. Well, I did have room, technically, to check it out, but I didn't have the time to finish it, so I had to suspend the hold, and now it's going to be 10 weeks, and it's very disheartening. Mistborn is a fantasy series by Brandon Sanderson that Merphy Napier talks a lot about, and Merphy Napier is one of my favorite booktubers, and so I thought I would check it out. I believe Mistborn has a magic system in which the metals inside your body, different metals allow you to have different powers and influence people's emotions, and it's pretty rare, and I think they're going to use those powers to fight back against a corrupt society, but I don't know, because I had it checked out for a day and then realized I could not possibly finish it in the time allotted. So that's the book series. A Netflix series I would really like to start soon is Atypical. I don't really know anything about it, but my best friend Lily really loves it, and she tends to have good taste, so that's one I want to check out in the near future. Deep Clean, a book that's been on your TBR for ages. Okay, this one's kind of pathetic, but I'll explain. Give me the benefit of the doubt, okay? For this one, I have Purple Hibiscus. So here's what's happened with Purple Hibiscus. I meant to read it for a 12-hour readathon a few months back and then never got around to it. So I put it down and I thought, I'll get to that later. And then I put it on my TBR, I think, for either last month or the month before, and didn't read it that month either. So this month I created the challenge that I would read books from all around the world and then cook food from those places. And I did cook Nigerian food, but I have yet to read the book. So I need to get on that because I know it'll be amazing. I don't know why I'm putting it off. Maybe it's because I know it'll be so good that I'm just scared prematurely of it ending. Do you ever have that? Animal Crossing, a book you recently purchased because of the hype. Recently, I purchased the novel Lovely War by Julie Berry, primarily due to recommendations constantly from Hailey and Bookland's channel. They'll be linked down below, and Merphy. All the people mentioned will be linked below. Lovely War is a historical fiction. I believe it takes place during World War I, but it might be II, not sure. But it's told from the perspective of Greek gods, including Aphrodite. So it's a love story told by the goddess of love, but I also believe that Ares has a few chapters, and there are a bunch of other perspectives. I hope to read it soon, but I know that, in all honesty, it will probably be a month or two. Productivity, a book you read that you learned from or that had an impact on you. I'm gonna pick On Writing by Stephen King. This is King's probably shortest novel. I could be totally wrong. Maybe If It Bleeds is shorter. I don't know. But it's pretty compact, but it's very, very useful. It's kind of a memoir meets writing tips novel. King is hilarious in this book. He recounts his life and his experiences with rejection. He had like a nail on his wall in his bedroom where he would just constantly put rejection letters, and I think that he ran out of room on one nail, so he had to put in another. But it's just hilarious, and I think the tips are great as well as funny. For instance, he's not a fan of passive, okay? It's not the cat was hit by the mouse. It's the mouse hit the cat. Yep, that's the one. FaceTime, a book you were gifted. I was actually recently gifted three books. Two of which are loans, but that doesn't matter. This is the last video I'm pre-filming before I have surgery on the cyst in my wrist. This is Clyde, everyone. We will have a fun little video about him soon. Clyde and I have grown quite close in the time since he developed in this here wrist, but it's time for him to get removed because I've lost my range of motion. Anyway, so Clyde is a thing and the surgery is a thing. So a few of my friends loaned or gifted me books for post-surgery, which is just, I was so touched by that. I've never had someone do that for me before, except for like in preschool when I got my tonsils out and like the preschool sent me a cookie bouquet. Have you had a cookie bouquet? If you've had a cookie bouquet, please let me know because I think they're the best ever. My friend Jenna, who I call Jenna B, she is loaning me her copy of The Night Circus, which is her favorite novel by Erin Morgenstern, I believe. I'm excited. This is also Becca's favorite book from Cozy Bex. I think maybe Marlette and Susan. I think you guys like it too. I could be wrong, but that's what's in this here cranium. I'm really looking forward to reading that, and I know it's something that's really important to Jenna, so I'm excited to discuss it with her whenever we go back to normal school. A book that I was gifted was from my friend Austin, and he gave me a copy of Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, which I've had on hold for months on end. So I'm so excited that I'll finally be able to read it, and thank you, Austin and Jenna, for being the best people ever. My friend Lily from my old school also lent me a book. We kind of do a back and forth loaning thing. She has to get her driving hours in, and she lives very far away, so when she needs to get night hours, she just comes here and we exchange books. But now she has her license, yay! Lily is lending me Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. She described it as a light, fun, cute read, and I'm in the mood for that at the mo. I'm about 50 pages in. So far, I'm enjoying the writing style, and I can't wait to see what happens. Second to last prompt, self-care. Something you've done recently to look after yourself. Well, I shall show you. I will be right back. So I am about to show you two products, and I know that's a big thing, is the commercialization of self-care. Disclaimer, you do not need to buy anything to take care of yourself. That's important to remember. That said, here's what I've purchased recently to bring a little sunshine into my days. The first is this candle. It's called The Old Forest, and it is from Frostbeard Studios. Frostbeard is a small, I believe it's family-run candle studio. This is my first Frostbeard candle, but I really cannot wait to get more in the future. They do seasonal candles. And what's fun about Frostbeards is, if you can see, I don't know if it'll focus, but it is a book lovers soy candle. So all of their flavors, their scents are based on books. So like last month they had Gatsby's Mansion, they had Pemberley Gardens. I believe in the holiday time they have like Christmas at the Burrow or something, and I just think that's so cute, and I love to light candles while I'm reading. Just sets the tone for a mystical, magical reading experience. Okay, another thing that my mom actually got this for me, which I thought was really sweet, but face masks. This one in particular is kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I'll use it. I might donate it to someone else, but they're these face masks. I believe they're Korean. They're very lovely, very refreshing. This one, however, is scented as vegetable placenta, and I'm a little hesitant to put vegetable placenta on my face. I feel like there was a mistranslation somewhere, and I'm sure that the vegetable placenta collagen essence mask from Dermal is actually very lovely, but I'm just a little hesitant, and I think rightfully so. I don't know, maybe I'm overreacting. Something else I've been doing to take care of myself that costs no money at all if you have an Amazon Echo, and even if you don't, is meditation. Meditation is really powerful, and for me it's really important in how I approach everyday life and react emotionally to everything. If you have an Amazon Echo, all you have to say is, Alexa. Okay, you say her name, and then you say open guided meditation, and there will be a full meditation between 1 minute and I think 9 minutes long. They're really lovely. If you do not have an Echo, totally cool too. I would suggest for meditation either just sitting still and letting your thoughts go through. There's also an app called Headspace that has a free trial. I'd recommend that. Last but not least, name a book that is coming out soon. I don't know. Maybe Mexican Gothic? Is that already out? I don't know. Let's see. I thought that cover was really beautiful, and I did not win the Goodreads giveaway. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, this one's not out yet. This is called Mexican Gothic, a mesmerizing historical Gothic fantasy. I've never really read a Gothic fantasy. Set in 1950s Mexico, and it is by Silvia Moreno Garcia. And it has a 4.2 out of 5 on Goodreads already, so I know it'll be great. I believe Moreno Garcia's writing is meant to be very atmospheric, and I really tend to enjoy that type of writing, so I'm looking forward to that. It comes out on June 23rd, 2020, so set the date, folks. And those are all of the prompts. Thank you again, Alicia, for tagging me. It made my day. For this video, I feel like I've been bombarding the same creators with tags, so if you want to recreate this video, I set you free. You are free to do so. If you want to do this tag, I tag you. Yes, I do. Yes, indeed. Thank you again, guys, and I will see you on Thursday.
Look into your phone and then leave him with somebody else. Oh, I don't want your body, but